Hello, my beautiful friends from around the world. I'm Carolee, and here I help to bring you clarity through life's toughest challenges and greatest joys. Okay, today I've asked Spirit to help me tap into your inner child. I want to start having these conversations with your inner child, and I have three piles for you to choose from. Messages from your inner child, um, not specifically a wounded or magical or anything like that child, but we'll see what your inner child has to tell you and wants to communicate to you today through these three piles. In a second, I'm going to show you the overhead shot of these of the cards and take a look, find the image that resonates with you the most, and when you're ready, the timestamp for your pile is in the description box below. See you when you're reading. Pile number one. You chose the threshold. Beautiful card. I mean, it's almost self explanatory. You're at the threshold, at a bridge, crossing over into a different segment of your reality, I'm hearing. It could be like a quantum leap. You're about to take a quantum leap, I'm hearing, because I'm getting like this energy of developmental leap. So um, it's where you're at right now is almost a mirror effect of being at a developmental leap when you're a child. There's like this huge shift, this huge change that's happening right now. Um, and I'm hearing congratulations. Your inner child is so excited. You've come a long way. You've done so much work on yourself, healing yourself, loving yourself, preparing yourself for the next step, is what they're saying. For the next the precipice of change, or the precipice of change. Even this image is like a little baby child's feet almost. It's like standing on the grass or standing on the earth and about to step into some lava. And we all know how much kids love the floor is lava. Like my daughter is obsessed, loves the floor is lava. But it's not scary. I'm not getting this. I mean, it's a little terrifying in terms of things are changing and shifting for you, and that's scary because you're not. You feel the energy. If this is you, the energy feels like you feel unprepared, even though you've done all the work in order to get here, in order to take this step, in order to take this leap of faith. You still feel terrified. I'm hearing you still feel scared. You still feel unsure of yourself. Are you ready? Right, and that's kind of like a baby, right? When a baby's learning how to walk, and it's like they really want to, and they have to build up the confidence to take that first step and really feel sure in themselves, feel stable in themselves before they take that leap. But um, they still take the leap through encouragement of other people, of people that love them, and they that determination, that child of like really loving and learning to walk. And when they finally learn how to walk and like take those steps and start to run, they're so proud of themselves. Like, oh my God, like they're so incredibly excited about taking this step and learning new things. And even though it's scary, and yes, they might fall, and they fall over and over and over and over and over again, but they don't give up. And that's you. You have fallen or have been stuck or have been forced to take steps back over and over and over again, but it's for your own strength development. It's for um fail forward. Is that the term? Fail forward, when you continuously aren't afraid to fail, and you learn lessons through those failures. And one day, overnight, the floor is lava. One day, overnight, everything is going to change. One day you're what's that? Project Runway. I love this saying, and it's like one day you're hot and the next day you're not. right? But this is the flip of that. It's like one day you're not hot and the next day you are. So it's like stepping into the lava, stepping into your hotness, stepping into your power, stepping into your ferociousness, stepping into like overnight success. Seemingly other people might look at you like, oh my god, you're so lucky, you caught a good break or whatever, right? You went viral and you didn't actually have to put any work into something. But this isn't that. This is like you have put in so much work into yourself, into whatever it is that you're doing, and it's starting to pay off really big time. 555 on the timer. Big, 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 huge changes. You're a little bit, a little timid because you don't know what is out there, the unknown. Like this child is about to step into this like fiery lava pit and this threshold of a complete shift, but they're stepping out of the darkness, right? Out of the mundane into something vibrant, something beautiful, something shiny, into the sun, right? Stepping from the darkness into the sun. I mean, to me, I see lava, but it also it looks like a sunrise. Put it that way. That looks more like fire, but it's kind of like a sunrise or a sunset. Really depends, right? Maybe if you're a morning person versus a night owl. But you're about to take a step into something really cool, really powerful, and your inner child is just sort of is really excited. They're saying like, look at how far we've come. Look at how far we come. It's the main message for you, like initially, anyways. Let's get some tarot cards. I try to shuffle on my lap because the table is brass and it's loud with the microphone. And yes, I still have my Christmas tree up. It's January 11th. I still have it up. I love the Christmas tree. My daughter was like, let's leave it up all year. But no, we'll take it down soon. But yeah, just in case you're going to ask, yes, the Christmas tree is still up. Five of Pentacles came flowing out. I'm going to pull a few cards and then we'll read what's happening. So the inner child, pile number one's inner child. What message do you have for us? Don't fear. Don't be afraid is what I'm hearing right now. Okay, so Page of Swords and the Six of Swords came out together. So I'm going to kind of link them together on the table here. Can you see? I guess you can't really see the cards even if I do that. Put them closer. Okay. Next. Thank you, next. And then the Three of Wands and the Three of Cups came out together. Whew. Surreal. Life is going to feel surreal. Like I'm getting butterflies in my stomach and excitement. Like life is going to feel surreal for you very soon. I'm hearing, I don't know why, a Ten of Swords is at the bottom of the deck, and this figure is like leaving a situation behind. The birds are flowing. I love this Ten of Swords. It feels like walking away with your head held high, walking away from the Five of Pentacles energy, the energy of lack, walking away from feeling like you're not enough, or you haven't, or you're not good enough, or it depends on if this is career or family or whatever. We have the Three of Cups here, so it could be about family, it could be about community and connections. It could be about some sort of a celebration, right? Three of Cups can also be like a family celebration of some kind. It's typically referred to as like the baby shower card, but we don't have any other cards indicating like a baby shower. But we have the Queen of Wands, which is the magician, the feminine energy of the magician in the queens. She is very creative. I'm hearing spontaneous. She can manifest anything. She's very magical, mystical, draws people in. Is very nurturing, but also charismatic, fun to be around. Bright and shiny, makes people feel warm and fuzzy inside. I'm seeing like just you just have this aura. It's very yellow, orangey, maybe, which is kind of this, right? The yellow, red, orange here. This kind of like your aura, or the aura you're stepping into, where life was black and white before. Now it's Technicolor, or it's going to be Technicolor. That kind of energy, right? It's going to feel surreal. Like, oh my god, I never thought that I would feel this good, right? After all the stuff you've been through in your life, that timid, scared, afraid, shy little child, not necessarily because that's who you were born as. I think that some of you might have gone through some things that made you into that child or that teenager, perhaps. Very kind of unsure of yourself, but that's not who you were born to be. You're actually very confident with the Queen of Wands here. Um, you exude confidence and power and poise and determination and assertiveness, but in a very kind and gentle way with the Three of Cups and the Queen of Wands here. Um, you respect other people because you've learned how to respect yourself. Not that you haven't respected people in the past, but you I'm hearing you respect people from where they're at, and it's also because you've learned to respect yourself for where you're at in life. Um, that's kind of the general energy with the Page of Swords. You've learned so much about life. This is like the school of hard knocks, right? The hard knock life school. You've gone through a lot of pain, a lot of suffering that made you feel left out, abandoned by the universe, God, source, spirit, family, but like the outcast feeling, like you don't belong, but you weren't in a place that you were meant to belong. Does that make sense? Um, and you're leaving all of that behind. You've learned so much about what it means to be human, what it means to be alive, what it means to be you with the Page of Swords here. The Page of Swords, I'm going to clarify with another deck, but the Page of Swords is also is about education, learning, growth, um, the passion for learning new things every single day. But it's like with the Six of Swords here, you're moving away from being studious. So you could be finishing school for some of you. Some of you might be finishing school or finishing studies of some kind, learning something new, and that's going to help you leave an old situation behind to enter into something completely different and completely new. For some of you with the Page of Swords, it could be an invitation that's going to get you to move or to travel. Um, right? Or it could be like a job offer. Take it as it resonates. It could be a job offer that because of your studies, now you're getting this job offer and you're moving. It's something that you've manifested, though. The Queen of Wands is the master manifester out of the queens, out of all of the queens, besides the Magician and maybe the High Priestess is more about intuition um, rather than alchemy. But the Queen of Wands and more like magic rather than alchemy. The Queen of Wands is magic, but also like alchemy, like the Magician, right? Turning something into something else, breaking it down, dismantling it, and rebuilding it into something new. You've dismantled, broken down yourself, your idea of yourself, your self concept, and now you're rebuilding something completely new for yourself. It's very powerful. And your inner child is just like, wow, look at how far we've come. Whatever it is that's going on that you're stepping into, you have manifested this, whether you know it or not, through intention, through the intention of your studies, through the intention of your self concept, redefining of your self concept, getting to know yourself, loving yourself, having compassion for yourself, intentionally moving away from that energy of lack. 1414 was just on the timer. Um, Manifesting you're protected, you've been guided and you've been following your divine guidance or your inner guidance. I love the Six of Swords. I never really pointed this out before, but the Six of Swords, the crows are pulling the boat in the sky, like they're the reindeer. Or is that the sky or is that water? Looks like the sky. Could be water. Could be both. But your spirit guides are pulling you the rest of the way. You've done a lot of work on your own, and now your spirit guides are taking you the rest of the way, or they're going to, and they've always guided you, but it's almost as if they're helping you along a little bit more now because you've taken that initiative with the Page of Swords to step out of that lack mentality, your old conditioning from the past, from your family. How your family maybe talks about money, the beliefs around money and finances and security and feeling stable, right? you've learned a lot of through osmosis basically, but through experiential learning, or just sort of like being around a family that maybe had a mentality of lack, or had certain limiting beliefs around money and finances and worth, and having to really work and grind your grind your fingers to the bone in order to make a dollar, right? Like that kind of energy, um, with the Five of Pentacles there. And so, and there's a lot of other things when you've experienced trauma, from a young age, attachment trauma. We can also develop this like compulsive belief system that, where we constantly put ourselves in debt, and it's called compulsive debting, um, or like, what's the other one? Compulsive scarcity. It's like never believing that you're worthy. Subconsciously, you might not have the words to describe that about yourself, but you don't have the, you're always limiting yourself, or never allowing yourself to be comfortable, financially comfortable in your life, having a job that actually matches your energy or your intelligence, or who you are, the job that you are actually capable of doing, but like taking limiting or less than jobs that are less than you, because you feel like you don't qualify, or you feel like you don't deserve security or more finances, or to be financially comfortable, right? Or you've never experienced that. That's sort of how you grew up, and you grew up sort of with this belief system that you're not valuable because other people, primary caregivers, family, community, didn't value you. And so you grew up believing that you're not valuable. And so you don't allow yourself to be valuable. Does that make sense? I'm not explaining that very well. It's like, for an example, and I heard another tarot reader, was a tarot reader or like a trauma therapist or somebody. So, and anyway, I heard them describe it this way. They grew up with parents who would say something like, "We don't have McDonald's money." Like they would never even go out to McDonald's even to have some food, and her mom would say, "We don't have McDonald's money." And that idea, that internalized message, is like, you're not even valuable enough for McDonald's. Like, we don't have that kind of money. Money doesn't grow on trees. Um, right. And so that message of like, we have to fight and scrimp and save in order to like to go out for dinner, in order to like eat McDonald's. Not that, you know what I mean? Like, and then thinking that money is hard to attain, or a luxurious lifestyle is hard to attain, um, or it's not for you because you never had it. No one in your family's ever had it, so like it's just impossible. So then you don't even try, or you don't put yourself out there, or you're afraid. Or but this is all like, the language of in psychology, not not so eloquently spoken, but we don't always have that mapping. We don't have that understanding of that's what's happening within us. We just know that we're always in financial trouble, or we're never getting the job that we want, or we're never feeling secure in our finances, or in our home, or in ourselves. Like we're just always struggling. Or some people might be addicted to the drama of the emotional drama, not the, of so addicted to the emotions, but the emotional drama of like paying bills late, or not having enough money to pay your creditors, or being afraid constantly of creditors. If you grew up with like parents who were also kind of had that same mentality, and then so it's just like this conditioning of like, this is what reality is, this is what life is, this is how our family, or we show up in this life, and our family is just not wealthy, our family is just has to scrimp and save, and struggle to get by, and that's just the way life is, right? So sometimes we carry on that tradition, that belief system, but you're moving away from that. You've learned a lot. So this could be about you. I'm saying that mostly because we have the Five of Pentacles, but it can be applied to a lot of different situations. There's another example, like, I've struggled with that a lot myself. And I had to narrow it down, or I narrowed it down to like certain things. Like when I was growing up, my parents would fight over money because my parents were separated, and my dad would like fight to pay child support. He just resisted it. He hated doing it. He hated spending money on me, and there was always this fight. And my mom always made it known to me that like he was always fighting and never really wanted to, and resisting paying money. And it was like, I think at the time my dad was paying $200 a month or something, $300 a month, um, which isn't a lot. It was back in the day, and it was never adjusted, right? And it was always just like a constant battle, a constant fight. And so you can imagine, as a child, you're hearing this constantly every single month, this big fight, right, over $200, and you think that, okay, I'm not worthy of more than that. And so you put this cap, this limit on yourself when it comes to applying for jobs, or you know when you're asking for your salary, or even like being terrified of asking for a raise because you don't think that you're worth that. And that's part of the conditioning from when you grew up. So that's just an example, a few examples. But you've learned so much, maybe about finances, maybe about yourself, maybe about your own trauma, maybe about your own, experiences and how they affected you now. And you're moving away from that lack mentality, from that wounding that caused you to feel less than, to cause you to people please, cause you to put yourself down, cause you to self-deprecate, to abandon yourself. And you're moving away from that. But you've done, it's not just because, yay, I manifested this and I'm changing my energy. No, you've actually studied this. You've studied it to understand yourself, and now you're able to move forward at this point. That's what's happening right now. Either you're in the process of learning all this stuff, studying it, reading about it, um, why you are the way that you are, and now you're just about to move forward, or you're moving forward in a new direction right now. And very soon, I saw the 10 and I was like, I heard 10 days to 10 years. I don't know, that's a big gap, right? It just depends on where you are at in this journey. But I think over the next 10 years, your life is going to be like 10 years from now, you're going to look around like, wow, this is surreal. I can't even believe I'm in this place. I'm in this home. I'm in this situation, this relationship. Like, it's over the next 10 years, your life is going to dramatically change. So much so that you might not even realize it as it's happening. But 10 years from now, if you remember this reading, you're going to look back and be like, wow, that's where I was. I can't believe how far I've come. I'm so proud of myself. And your inner child is saying how proud they are of you. But you're on the move, basically. Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck, just as I was shuffling. So, is that blurry? Not blurry. There we go. I just saw it and I thought, oh, I'll show you because it's there. Okay. So if you are still in doubt, feeling like the work that you've been doing on yourself, the learning that you've been doing about yourself, the intentions that you've been setting every single day, and nothing's really happening, don't worry, because it is happening. You are on the move. And your spirit guides are like, they're like, wow, we're so proud of you for all the work that you've been doing and the intention that you've been setting and the way you've been showing up with intention every single day. Even, it's okay to have bad days, but you still get back up. You don't, your delays, the time that you needed to, take a step back or refocus on your healing, or, right? The time increments, they're showing me like that you've needed to maybe take a time out for. It used to be maybe weeks when you were sort of in a collapse mode, when you were collapsing. The time increments are getting shorter and shorter and shorter, whereas like maybe before you needed a whole week off in order to self-regulate and get back into your intention setting, to get back into your manifestation practices, to get back into learning, to get back on the horse. The time frame is like getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, so to the point where like you won't really need that much downtime, only for self-care. Spirit's like, move on. My ears ringing. Move on. I just want to clarify some of these things just in case there's a specific message. But the Queen of Wands with the Three of Cups, that's like celebration, family, maybe a baby if you're thinking about like a baby shower or something, community, connecting with networking. Three of Cups is more about family, maybe manifesting family, but a community, leading a community, becoming a leader of a group. Where a group feels more like friends. So if you're like a coach or some sort of a retreat leader or something like that, I'm getting, that's what the Three of Cups is giving me. It's like friendships, but maybe you're like the leader of this group of friends, or like mastermind kind of stuff. It depends. Everybody's different, right? Everyone's situation is going to be different. Okay, let's just clarify some of these cards, these piles. Yeah. The, the Five of Pentacles with the Two of Swords, you felt really stuck. 25, 25 on the timer. I was just there. You felt, I don't know, no, focus over here. What is this focusing on? There we go. You felt stuck, indecisive. You didn't know where to go, what to do, if you were doing things properly. Your emotions always took a hold of you. They like derailed all of your progress, all of your success. You would second guess yourself, doubt yourself constantly in the past. And now you've learned so much about where that comes from, where that behavior, that thought process comes from. And now you're shifting that. So that's sort of the past. Oh, we were talking about the High Priestess. That's funny. High Priestess, Page of Swords, and the Six of Swords. Oh, I gotta get another Page of Swords. Empress at the bottom of the deck, Seven of Pentacles. High Priestess. The High Priestess can mean so many things sometimes. It's like intuitive work, working on your shadow self, which is everything that we've been talking about, balancing your shadow and your light self. Here you have the dark and the light, the feathers there. Intuitive, self aware, like just working on your self awareness, working on your shadows, integrating your shadows and your darkness in with your light self, like very attuned to the energies of the universe, attuned to the energies around you. Just a lot of self learning and learning, not just about yourself, but learning about, quantum mechanics and learning about manifesting and learning about whatever it is, you've been very studious. And the High Priestess, though, is like a master of of her practice. So you've mastered something, whatever you've been studying, you've mastered it. It's like now you are the go-to person. Because with the Queen of Wands there, you are the go-to person now. You've become that go-to person after years and trials and tribulations and studying and all the past stuff. You've overcome that. You know yourself so well. You're very intuitive. The High Priestess can also be with the Seven of Pentacles. This is like you've been working on this for a really long time, but it could also be, I'm going to put this out there, it could also be that there's like a surprise invitation or communication or message with the Page of Swords, because the High Priestess can be like a surprise or something being revealed or like something that's hidden right now. It's not really an insidious, it's not in reverse or anything. It's, just something, can be secrets. I'm not getting that though. I think it's either telling me that you are now the master, you're the go-to person, you've reached this like pinnacle of like self-awareness to the point where you are now a go-to person. Um, it could also be though that you, through all this work and the stuff that you've been putting out there, Page of Swords can be like you writing. Maybe you're writing a blog or writing something, or the work that you're doing, putting it out there into the world, and there could be an invitation coming in for you, an invitation or a job offer or something, a message that's coming in that's going to be this offer to travel with the Six of Swords there, and it's something that you've been working on for a really long time. Because we have the Empress at the bottom of the deck and the Devil underneath of that, so you're attracting success. You've put in the work, and now it's time to sort of sit back and watch as you reap the rewards. Like the rewards are going to start to come in now, like over the next 10 years or so, starting in the next 10 days to the next 10 years, things are going to start to come in. It's going to start as a little trickle, and then it's going to pour in with the Queen of Wands, Three of Cups over here. It's like, and you might even be celebrated with the Three of Cups and the Queen of Wands. This is like you being celebrated by a community as well. People really looking up to you, celebrating you, talking about you. Referrals coming in as well with the Three of Cups to the Queen of Wands. Like referrals from other people are going to start to pour in, um, for you as well, or connections of some kind. But I do see you in the future, maybe in the next 10 years, being celebrated by a community or being very well known with the Queen of Wands in your community, whatever it is, whatever work that you do, whatever it is that you do for work, or it doesn't have to be work, but who you where you're showing up in your energy in the world, you're going to be recognized, as an maybe an influencer with the Queen of Wands here as well. Oh my God. So I shuffled and then the Empress came out. It was on the bottom of the deck, but it actually came out. So you're just like attracting so much. Literally sitting back. All the hard work is done now. Now it's just about like consistency, right? Putting yourself up out there, continuously learning and growing and evolving and putting your work and stuff out there, your ideas and stuff out there. But the hard work of the shift within yourself is done. And so the external work of like, the fun stuff that you get to play around with and show the world what you can do, that is like what you're focusing on now. And it's like fun. Six of Cups. Yeah, connections, your soul tribe, attracting a soul tribe. Oh my God, yeah. So it's just like Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Wands underneath of that at the bottom of the deck here. So all of the things that you've been trying to manifest are like pouring into your life. Starting in the next 10 days, over the next 10 years, there's going to be this huge shift. So just watch your life continuously keep improving, hand over foot kind of energy. With the six the Queen of Wands, Three of Cups, Six of Cups, it could be about family or a reunion with family potentially in the future. With the Empress here, it could be like a grandmother or mother figure. Sagittarius, um, what's that? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, the High Priestess, Pisces, Empress, Taurus. I mean, so this came out when I was talking about the Queen of Wands and the Three of Cups and the Six of Cups. And we got the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands. This is like people, 222 on the timer, network, connections. Come on, focus. Network, connections, people coming towards you with offers, you're like inspiring people to to live their truth, to do something, to follow a certain whatever. Like, but people are really inspired by you. They're hanging on your every word. They love listening to you. They love communicating with you. They like offer you all this thing. Like, you're just getting so many offers, so many connections are coming through other people. A lot of networking, a lot of referrals coming in. Oh my God, yeah. And through all of this is kind of like in the future, right? Your inner child, I think they just want you to know just how incredible the work that you've done on yourself is and what it's going to lead to. We have the Seven of Wands, Six of Wands, Two of Cups, Justice, and the Emperor over here. So, oh, and then the Devil was flipped around over there. This is like abundance, feeling really good, having a luxurious lifestyle. Everything is coming into balance, contracts. You are seen as the emperor, or like, I clarified with the empress, but you're seen as like the leader of the pack in your industry, or in your family, even, right? This is like building a beautiful family for yourself. That your family, it's like your family is going to live a different life than you did. Your children are going to grow up with a completely different life than you did. You're breaking generational trauma. You're breaking patterns, and you're really going to start to see the evidence of that in starting the next 10 days, but over the next 10 years. Um, it's going to be progression, right? Like, it's just going to get better from now, like continuously getting better and better and better. And it might take a little bit of time for you to stabilize and get used to things getting better and feeling good. That will take a little bit of time for your nervous system to adjust from where you grew up and who you were before. But this eventually, like, you have family, you have a partner coming in, the Empress and the Emperor, with the Two of Cups here. This is like a divine counterpart union of some kind, right? Beautiful family, marriage with the Two of Cups and the Justice card and the Emperor, Six of Wands, being recognized in your community, being validated, like your emotions are being validated. Seven of Wands. Why the Seven of Wands? Like, it's almost like nothing can touch this. You can't touch this. Yeah, like nothing can touch you now. now that you're on a roll. Nothing can touch you. Um, I just want to a message with the archetype. Anything that you need to work on or focus on, or anything else that you need to know before I wrap this up? We have vampire. Light attribute makes you aware that someone or something is draining your life force. Shadow attributes depleting others for their psychic survival, chronic complaining, and codependency. So be careful. Protect your energy at all costs. There could be some energy vampires around you. Cut that off. Just really protect your energy, especially as you grow and you expand and you get to, um, you are getting more referrals and you're meeting more people and you're connecting with more people. And just be careful of those energy vampires. Don't overgive, because your energy is special, is precious. And in order to serve humanity and the people that you're meant to serve the way that you want to, right? If you're focusing and spending your energy in too many different places, it's going to drain you and you're not going to be able to show up the way that you really want to. So be protective of your energy, delegate where you can, um, limit the things that you really don't need to be doing, be focused, be clear, be intentional about the work and the effort and the energy that you're putting out every single day. And then we have destroyer, releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for a new life. Like, that's exactly this card here. You are just, look at the lava there, like all this lava, volcano. Your life is about to erupt in a really good way. Um, so releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for a new life. Right now, maybe you've been working on letting a lot of things go, and maybe your life feels a little bit slow and empty, I'm hearing, but that's just because source, spirit, universe, energy, whatever, God is preparing you for what's coming next. It needed to clear out some space in order for this new abundance to come in. And also with the vampire and the destroyer, I would also be mindful of like people who don't have your best intentions at heart and who might be jealous and might be trying to cut you down. So, take what other people say with a grain of salt. Focus on your own well-being and what you're trying to achieve in this life. Just keep those blinders on, keep focused, and things are going to be really great. Things are going to work out magically for you. Very exciting. So with that, pile number one, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. If this video resonated, please give it a thumbs up, comment below, let me know. If you're not already subscribed, please do that so that we can stay connected. And if you are interested in a private reading or a spiritual coaching session with me, the information and the link to purchase is in the description box below. I look forward to reading for you next time. See you soon. Bye. Right, pile number two, welcome to your reading. You chose number three, the Starborn. So you could be a star seed, resonate with being a star seed, feeling like you are other than, or feeling like you're out of this world, or you're not of this world, or wishing for home, I'm getting as well. But this egg here is like being cracked open, all these beautiful, amongst this beautiful surroundings, flowers and sparks and joy and color. And I'm seeing, they're showing me like the scene in Jurassic Park, the first one, where the dinosaur, where they're in like the lab and they're showing this dinosaur hatching for the first time, and or this dinosaur hatching, and they like peel that little egg piece off and it's all sticky, but like they're taking it out and trying to help the dinosaur out of the egg. That's what they're showing me. It's just like this like creature from an ancient past being reborn or being born into this world. For some of you, you could be having a child, you could be pregnant, having a child, and your child is a star seed. And they might have a very old soul. And it might surprise you. Or you might have a child or be having a child. Or it could be that you have a child that is a star seed and they're very sensitive. They're like a rainbow child. Or they could be autistic, I'm seeing, maybe ADHD for some, but more like autistic or something of that nature. But it's like their energy that is very nurturing and loving and gentle and soft. And this could be you as well. It could be you, it could be a child of yours. I'm seeing like that ancient creature being born, right? In this in a whole new world, and kind of waking up and like just the surroundings feel a little bit different. So your child, you or you might have felt this way because we're talking to your inner child, but it could be your child's inner child. Feeling displaced, feeling left out, feeling disconnected, feeling like they don't belong, feeling like they're different than other people, or you felt like you were different when you were. I'm getting that this is your child, but like I wanted to communicate with your inner child, so that was the intention that I set. But this is, if that's you, that's your energy. You by or the tower. I'm hearing shock to the system. It's like your surroundings. And then we have the Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck, but I'm getting this is like this longing or missing for home. And like the world that you were born into. This is your message. Okay, this is, if this is from your inner child, it could also be your child as well. But your inner child is like whoever's inner child this is, being born into this world was a shock to the system. And it makes, and you feel, or your child or somebody feels that they're longing for home, longing for the stars. But your job here isn't done. You know, you've just begun in hearing. It's like you might have been asking spirit, like, I'm done with this earth plane. I can't do it anymore. The Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't like this here. This planet is too chaotic. They're lost. Like, there's no way I can fulfill my mission here because they're, you know, there's too much draconian energy, like the lizard people energy here, and it's, you're almost like, if you're the star seeing, you're here to like raise the vibration, the frequency of this planet, help heal and stuff. It's almost like, I don't know if I can even do that. Like, how do I do that? And I see with the Ace of Swords here, to me this feels like you communicating with the divine, with your spirit guides, just like questioning your role. Like, what is it that I'm supposed to be doing? Please guide me, please help me. I don't know if I can be successful, or as successful as I thought I could be. This is like your soul speaking. This is also you, I'm saying, like developing that sense of faith and knowingness of who you are. The Ace of Swords can be a breakthrough, it can be divine communication, some sort of a message coming through. Eight of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is about your soul purpose, fulfilling a soul mission. Um, this way. Yeah, you're almost like, yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. That's funny. Three of Pentacles with the Eight of Cups, you're like, I don't know if I can fulfill my mission here, my soul purpose. It's almost like you feel like you want to abandon it, kind of walk away from it, because you're asking for permission almost to the universe, to God, source, you know, thinking like, I don't know if I can fulfill my mission here. I don't know if I can do that. And I feel like walking away, and you're having this conversation with the universe, with the cosmos, back and forth, right? About it's kind of like, please, I kind of want to come home. Not that you want to die or kill yourself or anything like that. Like, not to be harsh or whatever. Not that that's it. It's this feeling of like, I can't, this isn't working, this environment that I'm in, I don't know if I can do what I need to do in this environment. It could be that it's just that your environment, your family, your community, the city that you live in is not conducive to the work that you need to do. But it could also be that you are placed in this, wherever you are, because you need to shift the energy in this situation, in this location, in this community, in this city that you're in. And so you're placed there for a very specific reason. And you're just like, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know if it's going to happen. Like, what am I even doing here? Like, you feel, I think you know that you're this star seed. You have this feeling, you know a lot about it. But at the same time, you're like, "Ah, what can I do?" And there's this desire almost to walk away, to come home. Knight of Cups and the Fool in the final outcome position. I'm hearing soon the Hierophant, some sort of higher level commitment, perhaps some sort of an offer. I'm seeing this as almost like your spirit guides also kind of listening to you talk about how hard it is here, and meanwhile they're laughing at you. I'm just seeing them laughing at you. Like, you wanted this, is you were like, I'm going to Earth and I'm going to do this mission, and you were like determined to come here and complete something. And they're laughing at you because they're like, oh, I know the human experience is so hard, but like, you volunteered for this, so man up, get your big girl panties on and let's go. Don't doubt yourself so much, I'm hearing as well. Page of Pentacles and the Emperor. Yeah, life has been really hard for you. There's a very specific scenario coming out, but it's like you've been really disappointed by, maybe with the Emperor at the bottom of the deck, by like a father figure growing up, like a masculine energy. I wanted to talk to your inner child, but I'm getting a very specific message about something in the recent past, and we're talking about your soul's mission overall, but like in this reading. But I'm also getting something where something happened recently, or in the last 6 months or so, that like shook you with the Tower and the Five of Cups, and it like it shattered your belief system almost. It made you question your faith, in your mission, in your purpose, in your connections, right? In your beliefs. Maybe you believed in something, or you thought something was going to happen a certain way, and you were like, yes, this is a part of my soul mission, or this is part of my soul tribe, this person. And then something happened and it like derailed your belief system, not so much your life, because I feel like your life is kind of more or less on track, like nothing's, here, neither here nor there kind of thing. But it's like, and it caused a lot of grief with the Five of Cups. This Tower caused so much grief and heartache and loss, and you've been spending a lot of time mourning something for the last 6 months, give or take a few months. It's been really hard and painful and sorrowful, and it's made you question your own intuition with the Ace of Swords here. It's made you like really feel like, I don't know if I can do this, if I can work with these people, and if I can work with these human connections, and I just want to walk away. Like, is this really, um is this really what I'm supposed to be doing here, kind of energy? Like, why are you putting me through this? Haven't I been through enough? And when does the mission actually start? There's this Page of Pentacles, so there's like a new beginning, a new job, a new career, a new connection, this whole new fresh take on life, and it's going to be coming in after some sort of an offer, a whole new lease on life. You're going to realize why you went through some sort of a Tower moment, and that caused a lot of grief and sorrow and pain and heartache. You're going to understand why that happened. It's going to all come together for you. Um, but it's going to come in after some sort of maybe a love offer with the Knight of Cups and the Fool here. This is like a fresh start, a new beginning with a person, perhaps. The Emperor's at the bottom of the deck, so it could be like a divine counterpart. If it's a twin flame situation, this could be somebody who you're meant to be doing more with in this life. Three of Cups, family, connections, friends, community. Could be some sort of a celebration, like a family celebration of some kind, that's coming in the near future. It could also be that, you're with the Ace of Swords, you're like being faced with this decision. Do I stay or do I go? Do I work through this or do I walk away? Like, what should I be doing in this situation? There's something about you wanting to walk away. With the Knight of Cups can be about a love offer or just like an offer in general, or you maybe creating some sort of an offer. Um, we got the Page of Pentacles, so it could be a person to the Knight of Cups. So I think it could be a person that wants to like start something new with you. It could be a new relationship, or it could be a return of somebody from the past, somebody that you maybe walked away from, or maybe after you walk away from some sort of a situation, this person's going to then come in. It depends. There's so many different situations that are coming to me right now. I'm going to clarify with a different deck. And while I'm shuffling these cards, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment below, let me know. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed so we can stay connected. And if you're ever interested in a private reading with me or a spiritual guidance session, the information to purchase that is on my website, and the link to get there is in the description box below. I get the gist of like this tower moment that happened, and it caused a lot of grief and suffering and sorrow. I don't see you ruminating in that grief for too long. Maybe you've been like in and out of grief, like the grieving process. Because you are this star seed, you know that there's a bigger reason, a bigger purpose for all of this. You're being cracked open. This experience is also cracking you open, opening your heart, opening your mind, opening your intuition, you know, your connection to the divine. Okay, I want to know a little bit more about that here. Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is also about self-mastery. We have the Three of Pentacles, which is about a working relationship, right? It can be about connections, collaboration, collaborating with somebody, or a message coming in, or you're collaborating with the divine, right? Because the Ace of Swords can be about like divine, like literally channeling the divine. 555, or no, 53. Sorry, I was like, oh my God, big changes, 555, but I'm seeing it in my mind, so it must be big changes are happening for you. The Eight of Cups is throwing me off, though. Five of Pentacles. Okay. It could be a message with the Ace of Swords, too. This is like divine intervention kind of message. This is something coming in as a gift from the divine because you've been questioning, I think, your role here so much. And the divine's like, okay, you know what? It's time. There's this divine intervention. You've been working with us, channeling us, or doing, you know, following through on what you're supposed to be doing. You've mastered this, whatever it is. You've mastered something. Your intellect, your intuition, your voice, right? Even like mastering speaking your voice, you've mastered that. 54, 54 on the timer. Um, and so you're walking away from a Five of Pentacles energy. You're walking away from that energy of lack. You've been doing this with intention, manifesting. The Ace of Swords is also about intentionally manifesting or visualizing something that you want to happen in the world, and it's actually going to come in for you. I think it's a lot of different things though, because I was thinking about the Three of Pentacles and like what's going on here, and I got the Justice card, Two of Cups, and the Magician. So the justice is about balance being brought to a situation, but it's also about a contract with the Eight of Pentacles or the Three of Pentacles, which is about collaboration. So it could be some sort of a contract. You have the Page of Pentacles over here, some sort of a contract coming in, a partnership agreement with the Two of Cups here, something that you manifested with the Magician. It could be working with a partner, like a romantic partner, like building something with a romantic partner. Now it's 55, 55 on the timer. I saw it in my mind and like now it's there. Okay. And this whole new beginning with the Fool and just kind of surrendering to what is, and things snowballing and shifting and changing so much right now. But balance is being brought. Again, it could be a contract. Who's this Knight of Cups? Let's just get a little bit. It could be a very specific message, but just think if it, I want to know if it's like an offer, or if it's a person and what it is. Let me just see. The Chariot. So the Knight of Cups is also Cancer. We have Cancer energy coming out very strongly. Cancer, Two of Pentacles, the Devil, and Two of Wands. It's definitely, I'm pretty sure it's a person. Let me just check again. It's a person or a situation. Yeah, Knight of Wands. So this is a person. This is in the near future. Somebody coming in with with some sort of a love, very passionate love offer of some kind. It could be a business offer. It could be that the two of you build a business together with the Page of Pentacles here, a fresh starting something new with this person, building a business with some sort of a love interest or some sort of a. It might not be like it could be a friend. It might not necessarily be like romantic love, but there's a lot of love and compassion and care that is here. But there's also a lot of passion too, a lot of fiery passion, creativity, ingenuity I'm hearing as well. So the two of you are like poised to, I think, build something. Because we have the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Wands partnering up to do something, to build something, to create something. Um, this is a part of your destiny with the Devil and the Magician, the Justice card. This is a part of, like, the two of you were contracted with the Justice card here. The two of you were contracted to the two of you were contracted to do this, whatever it is that you're going to be doing together. You were contracted to do this. This is somebody, if you are wondering who this person is, this is somebody who was maybe really wishy-washy in the past, or in their lives. If this is a new person, they were a little wishy-washy, back and forth. They weren't really serious. They had to spend a lot of time sort of figuring out who they were, or who they are in this world. They might have struggled with the Devil. They might have struggled with some sort of addictions, or some sort of inner wounds, inner turmoil that really manifested itself in their lives in some way. They had to do a lot of inner work, and like really, they've had to do a lot of work on learning how to focus their energy with intention, right? Focus their energy on the task at hand. I'm seeing with the Two of Wands and the Two of Pentacles is just giving me like this focus. Like needing to focus, needing to learn how to shift their energy away from their anxiety, from their fears with the Devil, from their addictions and their mental processes. There's not a lot of swords here, but it's like from their behaviors, even with the Two of Wands and the Knight of Wands coming out there, and the Devil, and the Two of Pentacles. That they might have been really back and forth. They could have been like a kind of a little bit of a player. We have the Knight of Wands, right? Not taking life too seriously, or they didn't take maybe you too seriously, or this is the person, this is how they were in the past. But that's, I think, shifting now with the Page of Pentacles, and we have the Three of Cups coming up and the Two of Cups. Like they really want to show up in a balanced, reciprocal, really nurturing, loving way with the Two of Cups and the Justice and the Three of Cups. But you're definitely, I think you're going to be, because this is about your mission here. I think that you and this person were contracted to have to do something, to build something, to inspire people with the Knight of Wands, to build some sort of a business together, some sort of a message together. And you're just going to be soon surrendering to that mission very soon together. So whether it's a romantic partner or just or a friend or something, there's a lot of love in the work that you're doing together. Okay, one more message from the Archetype deck. Any other messages from your inner child, shapeshifter, and father? Yeah, but did we talk about the father wound a little bit earlier? Or was that in the last pile? There could be a bit of an issue around father, dictatorial control, abuse of authority, talent for creating, supporting, and the light attributes, talent for creating and supporting life, positive guiding light within a tribal unit. This person could help you heal your inner father wound, because we're talking about messages from your inner child, this relationship. This is like a whole new lease on life, a fresh start, with this person. This person could end up being the father of your children, or you're working through healing some sort of father wounds, or this person is working through some sort of father wounds, or you could be working on helping people together heal from, father wounds or something. um, or some sort of abuse of power, right? You could be doing something around abuse of power in the world, right? There's something like that. It's take it as it resonates. Shapeshifter, light attributes, skill at navigating through different levels of consciousness, ability to see the potential in everything. Shadow attribute, projecting any image that serves your personal agenda in the moment. Shapeshifter. Maybe you've had to be a bit of a shapeshifter, a chameleon, right? You've learned to adapt to different situations, and maybe there's this need for you to really discover yourself, align with yourself. But not just that, I feel like you know it. I think that it's more about believing in yourself, believing in who you actually are. um, but maybe you also have the gift of being a shapeshifter, so you can go into a lot of different situations and match and mirror the energy that's happening, or the body language of somebody else. And because you're able to be that shapeshifter, you're able to negotiate very well, with maybe abusive power figures. You're able to like see very clearly people's inner motivations and intentions, and you're able to match their energy in order to get information from them, in order to negotiate with them. That's a skill that you naturally have as a part of your ancient, mystical natural abilities, which is pretty interesting. Okay. And with that, pile number two, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you and I love reading for you. If you like the video, again, give it a thumbs up, comment below, let me know, subscribe so we can stay connected. And if you want a personal reading with me or a spiritual guidance session with me, the information for that is in the description box below. I'll see you next time. Bye. Pile number three, welcome to your reading. You chose the Pilgrim. Ooh, are you going on a pilgrimage soon? Maybe. Let's find out. We're talking to your inner child today. What is it that your inner child... Oh, I want to start with these cards here. Shuffle a little bit on my left because the table is brass and I don't want to make too much noise. The brass table. All right, all right, all right. Matthew McConaughey coming through for some reason. I don't know if you've read or if you've listened to his book, The Green Light, but he's gone on a bunch of pilgrimages to Peru, and just really enjoyed, like, he swam and like floated naked in the Amazon River kind of thing, just that kind of an energy. Maybe you're going on a trip like that, some sort of a pilgrimage, or being called to it. Maybe you've been feeling called to take some sort of a pilgrimage or some sort of journey like that to get reconnected with nature, with the natural world. I'm seeing strength. We're asking inner child, pile three's inner child, what is it that you would like to... I see you as just being a very simple person with the pilgrim, right? Just something very simple. Maybe you what's the term for it? A minimalist, right? You might be a minimalist. You don't need a lot of stuff. I feel like some of you, as a child, you got through life. You didn't, maybe you didn't have a whole lot, and it taught you the value of like of of what am I trying to say? Like aligning with life, like what it means to be alive, and like kind of letting go or not really getting caught up in materialism. Um, I'm seeing a mother figure, so you might have had a mother figure who was very like kind of like a hippie, you know, who was very, or maybe a shaman even, or some sort of a healer maybe. Oh, Page of Swords to the Ten of Pentacles. God, every pile today, it's like a message coming in the near future of like expansion. Maybe as a teenager, or maybe you traveled a lot with the pilgrim. You might have traveled a lot as a child. You're very resilient. And even as I'm talking about the mother figure who's kind of a hippie, this card looks like that. That's sort of the image in my mind that I'm seeing. very gentle, loving, nurturing, and you have that in you as well. This could be, who you were as a child, very like loving nature, animals, right? Really connected to the natural world, really connected to the spirit world, really connected to animals. Some of you are able to communicate with animals as part of your spiritual gifts. Definitely the natural world and animals, I would say. You wear your heart on your sleeve. You're very strong and resilient and compassionate. You could be somebody with a lot of tattoos, a sleeve tattoo, very free flowing, right? Barefoot and fancy free, you know. You are going to be faced with something that feels really harsh to your nervous system, or to you, because it's not natural for you almost. But it's like you're going to be with the 10 of Swords and the Judgment card. It's like you're being, and then with the Page of Swords and the 10 of Pentacles, it's like you're being offered an opportunity of some kind where you're going to have to make a decision to end something or to walk away in order to go after something bigger. um, and again, with the pilgrimage, it's like having this, getting an offer to maybe travel, maybe to teach around the world with a pilgrimage, maybe leading a pilgrimage of some kind. That could be something that is coming in for you. It feels like a harsh decision because I'm hearing homebody, like maybe you're a bit of a homebody and you don't always love to go on these sort of adventures like that. Like you might like to travel, but in like a leisurely fashion, not so much in like a structured work setting. Because we have the 10 of Pentacles and the Page of Swords there. It's like an invitation or a communication from a big company or a community or a family, like a very wealthy family of some kind, perhaps, that wants you to like do something maybe more structured. That's just for some. And because I'm just getting this really harsh feeling, like making this decision feels really harsh to your nervous system. You know that it's a really great opportunity, and it's something that you have always wanted to do, and it sounds very exciting. But like the idea of the travel, of the leaving stuff behind, of the moving, of the, telling people that you're leaving, right? That feels uncomfortable for you, but it's not like you don't want it. It's just like the whole process of having to leave and travel and do that, or like leave some things behind, um, end certain relationships, leave a job, right? That feels hard for you, not in a bad way, just a challenge. 7 of Swords, 4 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, with 7 of Swords can also be about a plan, right? It's like maybe they want you to plan with the 4 of Wands at the bottom of the deck and the 3 of Wands underneath of that and Ace of Pentacles. It's like at the bottom here, it's like, and this, I don't know if I showed you the 7 of Swords. It's like planning. Because, oh, come on, focus. It's like being asked to plan a retreat or a pilgrimage, to lead something. You're very strong. This is a part of your natural ability. Like you've attracted this with the Strength card. This is whatever it is that is coming in for you. It's like you have this a natural ability to do this thing. You were born for this opportunity. 6 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. Oh my God. Yeah, like some sort of an offer, some sort of support, being paid. 6 of Pentacles is more about, it's about being financially supported, getting some sort of financial support, maybe getting paid to, with the 10 of Cups though. It's like you're gonna feel at the end of this, while you're on this adventure, it's like you're being paid to just enjoy life. That's how it feels. 11:11 is on the clock, or 1:11, but Yeah, you've Ace of Swords, you've manifested this. It's something that maybe you visualized in the past or you've been asking for the universe for, maybe even unintentionally. It's not like you wanted a specific thing. I'm not seeing it as something that is very specific. It's almost like, oh, that's a cool opportunity. That's a cool surprise. I never thought about doing something like that. But with the judgment card, it's like you've been called to do this, but you didn't know necessarily that this is what you were going to be called to do, and yet this is here it is, and you're being forced, not forced, but like made to make this decision to like answer the call from the universe because the universe has chosen you to do this. 12 12 on the timer. So we have here the Four of Cups. This is almost like when the process of when it's going to be coming in. You're going to be like minding your own business, blah, 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 right? You know, feeling good, but not necessarily satisfied with where things are at in your career or in your job or whatever in life. Like you feel okay, you feel good, but it's like kind of mundane, just like every day feels the same. The World card. Oh my God, focus. There's too many things the camera wants to focus on. Ah. Okay. Ace of Cups, Queen of Cups, and the Hermit. Hermit is kind of like the Pilgrim card, isn't it? Yeah, you're just so full of love and nurturing. Um, yeah, this feeling of not being completely satisfied with life is coming to an end with the World card next to the Four of Cups. This was a completely different. Things are just streaming into your life. Ace of Cups, your heart is really wide open. You're compassionate, you're nurturing, you're so full of love and inspiration. The Hermit card, it's like you're going to be teaching other people on this pilgrimage or in this community, being paid to teach other people how to tap into their heart space, how to tap into their intuition, how to tap into their universe, that how to self-regulate, how to love themselves, how to have compassion for themselves, how to heal themselves, how to go within with the Hermit card. And you're going to be teaching this around the world or even online. The world can be like online as well. Or maybe somebody found you online. Maybe you've been putting this stuff out there and someone found you online and they're going to offer you this sort of invitation, this job, being paid to like just feel good, being paid to just create this community, this very healing community, maybe a retreat place, could be a pilgrimage, right? Some sort of traveling around. It could also be, yeah, like a retreat center, being paid to like live at home and spend time with your family and other people at this healing retreat center kind of thing with the Six of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. It's like being paid to just hang out with people you love. And it's gonna be like, oh, this is great. I love this. And this is just a part of who you are and what you're meant to be doing, right? Making money doesn't have to be a struggle. You're living in complete alignment, and that's why this is coming in coming in for you. All right, we'll do this and then pull from that deck and then we'll end. Knight of Swords. It's coming in super fast. Page of Wands. Like this is coming in very quickly. And you're going to be really inspired with the Ace of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. You're going to be working with other people maybe that are a little bit younger than you, leading them, inspiring them, maybe even students, because we have two pages here. But whether this is people or not, like if you're a teacher, this is like you teaching other people, like students. You could be a yoga teacher. It doesn't have to be like a school teacher, but like, but this offer with the Knight of Swords is coming in very quickly, very soon. And you're going to be so inspired. It's going to like shock your system. You're going to 555 on the timer. Like you're going to be like super inspired about this. You're going to be motivated to take action right away. You're going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe I manifested this reality. Page of Pentacles. Like this is a whole new, brand new beginning, new opportunities coming in for you. Yeah. And then with this deck here, Mentor, Messiah, Femme Fatale, Gambler, right? You could be helping other people heal some sort of addictions or compulsions with the gambler card here, or this is a big risk for you. You're going to be feeling like you're taking a big risk, but actually, this is exactly what was meant for you. This is a part of your destiny. With the mentor, you are a mentor. You're going to mentor all of these other people on healing and love and alignment and intuition and connecting with their higher and their inner selves. Messiah, like it's almost like, not that you are the second coming of Jesus, right? You're like, but you're like, people are going to look up to you as if you are just this beam of beautiful, compassionate light and love. Femme fatale, just interesting. People are very attracted to you. Like you're very attractive, and that's a part of the draw as well. Not that we need to focus on, you know, our attractiveness, and that's like that makes you, that's the only reason you're valuable. But no, like, but the who you are, the body, the face, the skin, all that the universe gifted you with is a part of, they gifted you that so that you would be able to draw more people in. It's like you're the whole package. You know what I mean? People fall in love with you all over the place. So that's a side message. People fall in love with you everywhere you go, and I don't think you realize it. Um, and that's all I'm gonna say for now. That's really cool. And with that, you guys, pile number 3, thank you so much for being here. I'm sending you so much love. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, comment below, let me know. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And if you're interested in a private reading or a spiritual guidance session with me, the information for that is in the description box below. It'll link you to my website and you can purchase there. Thank you again. Have a wonderful day. Bye.